What up with it, y'all? Rise, grind, and shine. We back with another video. In this video, I would like to talk about how religion is perception enslavement and the Bible is a slave master. So when you look at the word religion, etymologically, it means to bind or to tie up. Now, what are they binding? What are they tying up? Your mind, your mentality. Now, the mind is very important because the mind actually guides the body. So the key to success to psychologically enslave somebody is to get them to believe that they're making a decision out of their own free will, right? So let's talk about free will for a second, right? Is it free will if your life or your livelihood is threatened if you don't want to do something that somebody else is telling you that you should or that you have to do? Is it free will if your safety is at risk if somebody tell you to go left but you want to go right? So is it free will if somebody tell you that you got to worship God that ain't nobody ever seen, and the Bible even says that ain't nobody ever seen God? The same God that created the devil, so he's responsible for everything that the devil does. The same God that is designer of everybody else's reality. The same God that know everything that's going to happen before it happens and let it happen. The same God who allegedly sacrificed his only son for the sins of other people. Mind you, his son ain't ever did shit to nobody. And if you don't believe in this so-called God that ain't nobody ever seen, who allegedly gave birth to a son that there is no tangible evidence of on this planet Earth right now, that nobody has ever found, then you doomed to suffer in hell for all of eternity in the afterlife? Nigga, do you know how long an eternity is? Nigga, that's forever. It don't stop. It just keep going. That is psychotic, that is crazy, and that is completely irrational. And this is how they manipulate you to fall victim to the religion. Because they feed it to you when you were a kid in your pure and innocent stage of consciousness. So when you get older and you realize that Christ is actually symbolic to your consciousness, which is also symbolic to the Son, which dies on the cross, aka your consciousness dying on the cross, and you subscribe to this religion, you understand why people been asleep for so long. Even at the end of everybody's prayer, what do they say? Amen or amen. Amen or amen is the stage of consciousness which represents the fall of consciousness, aka death or the hidden. Your truest identity has been hidden from you this entire time. You are God. You are the soul which inhabits the body and expresses itself through the body, but you are not the body. You control the body. You don't pick up your phone and think that you become your phone, do you? Why? Because you control. You don't turn on your video game and think that you are the game because you control the game. You don't get in your car and think that you become the car because you in the car. So why would you trap your mind and make yourself believe that you are this body? The soul is infinite, but the body is not. So if you believe that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word is God, then your perception has been enslaved to a three-dimensional reality. And that book has enslaved your perception. Open up your mind, man. My goal is to urge people to actually do extensive research into something before you subscribe your soul to that. Because that's your soul, your eternal self. You don't just put anything on your soul. We out here praying the Lord our soul to keep. We don't know who we talking to. Oh, God.